What's up, wrestling fans? This is your boy JP. This is the Powerbomb. Please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more daily content from me. This is your home for all things pro wrestling and sports-related content. And let's get into what I thought was a pretty decent Backlash. If you watched my prediction show, you know that I said you don't need to waste your time on this one. No need to watch it right then and there. But it was a solid show, and I was right. You didn't need to watch it right then and there. It was something you could watch later on. So let's get right into this. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. Seth Rollins, I'm going to say it right now, I hate his theme song. I hate his theme song. If you've seen previous videos from me, you know my disdain for that theme song. I cannot stand it. But he is at least being serious. He's not joking around. He's not laughing, he's not doing any of that. So I am pleased that he's taking more of a serious approach to his character than he was But this was an all-out brawl. This was an all-out brawl of a match. This was a very good match. I'm not going to hit them over the head. I'm not going to go too crazy with the miscues because, listen, I'm not doing it. You're not doing it. The professionals are doing it. So if they had a miscue here and there, that's fine. It didn't really take anything away from the match for me. I thought it was really... Seth Rollins did a really good job of making Braun Breaker's suplexes look pretty devastating. Seth Rollins knows how to take a suplex. He's taken many from Brock Lesnar, and he took a lot more from Braun Breaker, and he made it look really good. So Braun Breaker's Frankensteiner. Now, if Braun Breaker wants to be future World Heavyweight Champion or future Undisputed Champion and wants to be the main guy, he's got to stop with that Frankensteiner. It's too risky. It's just too risky. He gets to the top rope and then he does a full jump and pray to God you pick him, you get him by his legs and you're able to do the move with him. Because if he ever comes out of that the wrong way, somebody's going to really get hurt, and most likely it's going to be Braun Breaker. It's a cool move. It's devastating. I get it. But you did that on NXT. You don't need to do that on the main roster. You're in the main roster. Now just wrestle that way. Basically, this was a really good match. This was a really good match. False finishes, hard hitting. Just a really, really good match. Obviously, Paul Heyman out there with Braun Breaker. So, he distracts Seth Rollins, and then Braun Breaker hits the spear and gets the win. Obviously, during the match, Logan Paul and Austin Theory tried to get involved. Seth Rollins obviously, had a chair, and he, took care of Logan, and he took care of Austin Theory with the chair and got them out of the way. So he took care of them, but too much to overcome. Paul Heyman distracts him. Braun Breaker hit the spear, clean, 1, 2, 3. Very good match. I thought it was very entertaining. So really good match by them. Then we had the United States Championship match between Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Nobody gives a shit about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is getting go-away heat. He's getting, we don't want to watch you anymore. Please get off my TV. We're done seeing you. And he comes out smiling, and, he's trying to show that he's truly still a babyface, and the fans still like him, but they really don't. They really don't, and I could care less for Sami Zayn. So, Sami, dude, it's time to go, man. No more matches for you. Like, let's get him out of here. I don't. So one thing about Sami Zayn I can't stand, his finisher. His finisher should be his signature, which is the Blue Thunder Bomb. The Halua kick, all right. I would rather he Halua kick his opponent into a Blue Thunder Bomb. I think that would look a lot cooler. But instead we have the Blue Thunder Bomb, and he always gets that 1-2, and it's always close. But he's got his finishers mixed up. I think the Blue Thunder Bomb would be a lot better of a finisher if he did that. So obviously Trick Williams got this win. You're not taking the United States Championship off Trick Williams. Sami Zayn did kick Lil Yachty in the back of the head, which did distract him, and then Trick Williams obviously hit him with the kendo stick and got the win. But Sami did wrestle like a heel in this match. But, yeah, this match was okay. I don't believe in 5-star ratings. I don't believe in any of those star ratings. I'm not Dave Meltzer. He's a piece of shit who I think doesn't know anything about the wrestling business. But if I was to give this match stars, probably 2.5. It wasn't really that great, to be honest. And then we had our entertainment portion of the night between Miz and Kit Wilson versus Danhausen and who his mystery partner was. Everybody thought we were possibly going to get a CM Punk return. That did not happen. So instead we got Minihausen, who I believe is Il Torito, if I'm not mistaken, from the midget wrestling circuit. I'm not offending anybody, I hope. But that's what they're called. It's called midget wrestling. So Il Torito pretty much, he did most of the work in this match, to be honest. Like, Danhausen stayed pretty much on the apron for the most part, and then at one point he completely disappeared because I forgot who it was, Miz or Kit Wilson, that like attacked him or something, and he was out for quite a while. And then obviously that sets up for Danhausen to get that hot tag. So he comes in and he starts doing some offensive moves and everything. And Danhausen can move. He's got some moves. He's a pretty decent wrestler, but he's not there yet. But this was a solid match. And then obviously, Danhausen and Minihausen, they got the win. There was a cool part where Kit Wilson put Minihausen into the locker, and Minihausen couldn't get out. And then eventually the thing ended up busting open, and then you had all these Minihausens come out and attack Kit Wilson. So I thought that was pretty cool. Good win for Danhausen, pretty entertaining. So yeah, solid match. Nothing crazy there to get into, but yeah, decent match. And then this was the match of the night. Io Sky and Asuka, and this was perfect. This was teacher versus student, mentor versus pupil, all the years they spent in New Japan together. This was just a damn good match, and it told a really good story. Asuka doing the ground and pound, really the stiff wrestling that Asuka brings, trying to keep Io from doing her high-risk maneuvers. Just a damn good match. Very New Japan style type of match. They really did a good job in this one. Io blocked the blue mist with Wade Barrett's notebook. I thought that was a really cool touch to the match. And then after that, Asuka's like, she kind of feels defeated, and Io really gained some offense there. And Io got a really good win. Also, in the beginning of the match, you had the Kairi Sane chance, and we knew we were not getting Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane is going back to Japan. She misses being home. She's not coming back. So I thought it was a really good match, a really good way to end this feud between Io and Asuka. Obviously, Asuka very emotional after this match. She was crying. She was consoling Io. She was just, I don't know if it was more of a goodbye or if it was, she was just really happy to see how far Io has come as a WWE superstar. But just a hell of a match for Io and Asuka. I thought they did a really good job in this one. This match I would give 5 stars because it just told a really good story in the ring. And I love when wrestling matches tell a good story. And then we got the John Cena segment. And John Cena comes out in a suit. He retired. Can we just please just stay retired for a little while? Like, I don't need to be force-fed John Cena every PLE. And I know everyone says he's the greatest of all time, but the greatest of all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it's not even close. It's not Roman, it's not Cena, it's the Rattlesnake. The Rattlesnake saved the WWE from going under. WCW was pounding away, and then the Attitude Era happened, and who was the focal point of that? Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's not Roman Reigns. It's not John Cena. They had nice, cushy WWE to come into and get big, but if it wasn't for Stone Cold Steve Austin, there would be no Roman Reigns. There would be no Seth Rollins. There'd be no John Cena. So that's the end of the argument. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the greatest of all time, period, end of story. There is no doubt about it. But so Cena comes out, and obviously the fans are chanting one more match, and we're not getting one more match with John Cena, and I'm fine with that. But John Cena says that we're going to be doing the John Cena Classic, where NXT wrestlers will face already made main roster wrestlers in a tournament, and there will be a champion crowned. I'm very interested in this because he made a very good point. His final night, he said it was all about the youth movement, which is true because we got Sol Ruka, we got Obafemi, and we got Javon Evans. So with him saying that, it makes it very. It shows that it was all about the youth movement that night, and obviously it's saying the goodbyes to John Cena, but it was all about the next generation. So I'm very interested to see how this John Cena tournament is going to be, and I'm also very interested to see what that John Cena championship is going to look like. So a solid segment. I thought it was going to be stupid, but I enjoyed it from John Cena. So, and let me just say this. When he said Obafemi's name, Obafemi is beyond over in the WWE Universe right now, and if you want to put a championship on him, you can go ahead and take it right off of Roman Reigns, and I don't think you miss a beat, to be honest. Obafemi is so over. You strike while the iron's hot. I would put the title on Oba and get Roman Reigns the hell out of Dodge. I think it's time for Oba. I just think he's so over that we don't have to do the whole win the IC title and then go for the big one. No. He's already there. As a matter of fact, you can have Oba win the Royal Rumble. You can have Oba win the King of the Ring. Whatever. Obafemi is your next big name for WWE. And they don't just have Brock Lesnar go out and get his ass beat every day. So when Oba did that at WrestleMania, that is truly that's the ultimate push right there. And then we had a stupid little plug for Mug Root Beer by Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. I thought that was really dumb, but this is the new wrestling we're into now. This is where we get these shameless plugs. I don't mind the Slim Jim thing because I'm nostalgic. I love Macho Man Randy Savage, so I find that to be really cool. So, the Mug Root Beer, whatever. Then we got the World Heavyweight Championship match between Roman Reigns, the OTC, and Jacob Fatu. Awesome video package. Awesome video package to set the tone, showing all of Jacob attacking Roman with the Tongan death grip at the contract signing, showing him lay out the MFTs, showing this story build, which was a pretty fast build, to be honest. You go from facing CM Punk and then immediately into a story with Jacob Fatu. I liked how Jacob came out honoring Haku with the blue lei, I guess. I don't know what the hell it's called. But he came out with that. That was really cool. And Roman's game plan was to injure Jacob's hand so he could not do the Tongan death grip, which I thought was really good storytelling. I liked that a lot. And Jacob used the Tongan death grip to get Roman weakened, and then he put him through a table. He put him through the announce table. He did a powerbomb. No pun intended. That's the name of the show. And then Jacob locked in the Tongan death grip, and then Roman reversed it and did a spear. Roman obviously gets the win. He retains his championship. This match was not good. This was not good. It was okay, but it was not good. And if you notice the recipe for Roman Reigns, CM Punk, that match at WrestleMania is the outlier because most of that match was in the ring. But a lot of Roman's matches are outside the ring because that's where he's a lot better at. In the ring, he's not great. He only has a couple things: the spear, the Superman punch, the guillotine. But on the outside of the ring is where he really strives because That's where he can get his offense in, his punches, throw you into the barricade, throw you into the table, throw you through the table. He's not really an in-ring wrestler. So all in all, I thought Backlash was a good show. The match of the night, 100% is Io and Asuka. They stole the show. They absolutely stole the show. It was a beautiful 18 minutes of a match there. Second, I would have to say, would be Braun and Seth. I thought they killed it. And then I would do Roman and Jacob. And then I would go Sammy and Trick. And then obviously Danhausen, Kit Wilson, and The Miz. All right, everyone. This is the Powerbomb. I'm looking for 1,000 followers. So tell your friends. Let them know, hey, there's another wrestling show out there. And have a great day. Peace.